How's it going, YouTube? Yeah, Pat Mack here, coach of the Sacramento Sand Slash, and we are in the playoffs of the Sinners Draft League, playing up against Lars' team, Conk the Builder. We played them in week 1, and you can see our team up above and their team down below. If you recall from our week 1 match, their team is a little bit different than what it was when we played them. They had a Volcarona that was absolutely terrifying. They also had a Cabalion on their team that didn't end up coming to the match, but you can see it's not on their team anymore. They had traded to pick up Latios, and they picked up Mienshao, so those are the 2 different Pokemon that they have on their team this time around. You can see the 6 of Pokemon that we are bringing, and the 6 that I think Lars would bring to our matchup. We'll see if those are the Pokemon that come or not. Should be an interesting match either way. Our game plan is really to use Raikou and Cinderace to pressure them. I think we can pivot around them pretty well, like between U-turns and Volt Switches. And then we also brought Teleport on our Slow King to be able to try to handle that momentum as well, to get some slow momentum so we can get in Ace or Raikou a little more safely. And you can see, it says Mamoswine is scary. That Pokemon is terrifying. We have Celesteela that can kind of check it, but Ice Skull Crash does so much damage against our team. And then of course so does Earthquake. So if we ever lose our Celesteela, then we're a little scared of Earthquakes coming in. So and then our one of the game plans that we have is to break with Clefable. There are 0 Fairy resists on their side of the field. I think that Savale is a way to try to mitigate that issue. I think that's potentially in their draft, but we can fight against their team pretty well with Clefable, so we have like a Calm Mind kind of set on it. So really excited to see how this match goes, and we'll see what they bring in just a moment. Okay, so here we are taking a look at his team, and he's got a lot of the stuff that we thought he was going to bring. No Savali, and it looks like they have Audino instead, so let's go ahead and switch that up on our overlay. So that kind of makes me think that the let's see, what would their defensive mons be? One thing that looks really nice here is Cliff. I think Clefable can kind of go off if we can get that into a good position. We're a little scared of the Mamoswine. I think that Pokemon just hits us really hard in general if it's banded, which I think it would be. I think we're going to start off with our Raikou. I don't really see a whole reason not to. If they start with Mamoswine, then we'll switch out to our Celesteela. But aside from that, I think that we have a pretty good setup against everything else that they got going on. We'll have to see what this Dragon Bolt set is. Really interested to see what it is, because there's so many different options. That Pokemon is so freaking crazy. All right, we're gonna press done, and then oh man, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be real fun. We already said ideas, but good luck, have fun over to Lars. It's gonna be a fun game. Oh man, I'm so excited for this. We had such a good battle last time, so really looking forward to a good one this time too. And what do they bring? Drip Creep. What is that? Okay. Alright, I'm so good with this start. This is like exactly what we wanted, because Raikou is our check to this. So this is a pretty easy Volt Switch for us. We are specs on our Raikou, so we will chunk this super hard. And then we'll have to see if they decide to stay in, if they decide to switch out. Okay, they decide to switch. What do you go for? Drip Nurse. Okay. Perfect. We're going to go into our Drapion here. Okay, that's pretty beefy. Audino is a pretty beefy Pokemon though, so but we're going to go into our Drapion. I'm just going to start by taunting it. We'll stop it from getting off a Wish or whatever else it decides to go for. I could also go for Toxic Spikes too. Now let's go for a taunt first. I'm kind of expecting them to have wished. It's not like this thing hits us hard at all. Yeah, that's totally fine. That doesn't really matter at all. And then I think we have a pretty free knockoff here. They either stay in and lose their item, or they switch out and whatever comes in loses their item. So I'm totally fine with that either way. Not really sure what they'd necessarily want to bring on this. Potentially like the... Okay, so they bring in the Zapdos. So you lose your item here. I could potentially get static. That would be unfortunate. But if it's boots on this thing, yeah, it's boots. Then I didn't want them to have that anyway. So we'll go back into our Raikou. Again, this is our check to this Pokemon. I could have maybe stuck around and taunted it, but I kind of want to just keep this healthy and really force it out with our Raikou. And honestly, if we would just want to like kind of switch back and forth on this game plan, then I'm totally okay with it. Wonder how much this discharge is going to do. Shouldn't do very much at all. Yeah. So we're going to go for another Volt Switch here. I'm wondering to see when will they kind of switch up their plan and go for Mamoswine. Because I could see them doing that as an option. And it would keep us in, right? Like, we would have to switch out to Celesteela, but I think that just getting some damage, getting that momentum is going to be super huge for us to deal with their team. Okay, so they switch out again. Do you bring in the Mamoswine? Nope, you bring in that one in again. Okay, perfect. I'm totally good with this. So we'll switch again. And I think, honestly, I kind of like the same play that we had before. We're just getting some good chip on this. We're doing over regenerator damage, right? So that's perfect for us. And they've lost boots on the Zapdos. Do I want to taunt again, or do I want to go for Poison Jab again? I kind of just like going for taunt again. Or not Poison Jab, knockoff. But I really don't think that this thing is going to have very much for us. Yeah, you can't wish. Perfect. Okay, that's what we wanted. We're just going to try to wear this thing down. Wear it down. And so we'll go for another knockoff. I'm expecting Zapdos again. Yep. And we'll just keep playing this game. We'll just keep playing this game. They are faster. I'm kind of expecting them to go for a Roost right here, which is fine. We'll switch into our Raikou again. We know they have Discharge, so potentially it's a more like defensive set. Yeah, Roost makes so much sense there. Because they just work on keeping this healthy. But again, we're just going to keep wearing this down. Looking to be a pretty good spot here. Them getting this back up to full HP makes me think that's a more defensive set. In one of the mocks I did, it was like a very offensive Zapdos, and our Volt Switch did like over half. So since we're doing less than that, this is definitely a defensive piece for them. Okay, so they withdraw. Okay, I was wondering when we would switch that up. Okay. So that lets me know that now, so they're going to block this. This is totally fine. We're not staying in on this. So we're going to switch over to Celesteela. But this is the time when now we're kind of switch up the plays now. So now that they know we're going to go for Volt Switch all the time, we're going to switch up. We'll go for Scald sometimes too. And if we do that, then this thing is going to take a massive chunk of damage. I'm fully expecting, okay, knockoff makes sense. That's kind of a good middle ground. To lose the leftovers here. And I just want to hit them with a Flash Cannon. Like, I don't think they're going to stay in. A free switch is probably into Zapdos. But I just don't see them switching in. That's probably banded with how much damage that did. That's my guess, at least. We could Leech Seed. Nah. Let's just hit him. We'll just hit him. Yeah, that's 100% switching out. What do you bring in? You bring in Nurse. Okay. So this makes me think, because I can probably like freely get off some HP onto this, and it's not like anything else is chipped down from their team. So this is kind of, I think, a good spot for us to get in some Leech Seed. They could have Mystical Fire. I don't particularly want this to take too much damage, so if they do, that would be a little unfortunate. So we'll get a little bit of recovery back. I assume that they stay in here. We could go into, or no, I don't really want to lose my item on that though. Let's go back into Machiavelli. We can get a little bit of the HP back on this thing. Knockoff isn't going to do that much damage to Celesteela anymore. Okay, what do you switch into? The Step Bro. Okay, perfect. I'm totally cool with this. We're just going to knock the whatever item this is. Yeah, I'm good with this. This has been a good match so far. Let's see, so they brought in the Step Bro. Gosh, what's his name? Yeah, Rocky Helmet. Okay, cool. I did not want that around anyway. So they Scald us. Do I want to switch out here? I could also chunk this thing again. I don't think it's worthwhile doing that though. And I know that I'm not going to deal... Maybe this is an opportunity to get up rocks. This might be an opportunity for us to get up rocks. Or we could potentially like maybe do like a little Calm Mind setup. It's another option. Okay, you switch out. What did you go into? Okay, yeah, we're gonna set up rocks. And I think I could probably get some Calm Minds up here and just start breaking through. So I know you have Knockoff, I know you have Wish. What else do you have? Yeah, that's not a big deal. We lose leftovers, but like, we'll be okay. I think at this point, we're just gonna start setting up some Calm Minds. Yep. I think, what is their switch into this? Like, it's not like they take a Moonblast well, right? The Zapdos is probably... Okay, yeah, the Zapdos makes a lot of sense. But I think if we can get a couple Calm Minds up... Ooh, oh, you're Defog. You're how you're going to get rid of those rocks. Okay, we're just going to chunk this thing. Yep. You might get a Defog off, but we're just going to hit you really hard. Yeah, this is definitely their defensive piece. This is their defogger. So we're just going to chunk. Oh, you stay in. Or you switch out. Back into Nurse. Okay, that's fine. That's probably just like trying to get some of the regenerator health back. Okay, I think I could just go for another Calm Mind. This is a pretty good option for us to set up in front of, I think. Maybe they have Mystical Fire? Let's see, I Calm Mind on their switch, right? Okay. The Mamoswine? Okay. How much do I take from you? Oh man, how much do I take from you? Because if I can KO this thing, oh, that would be so nice. That would be so, so nice. So we're going to use a little bit of time here. How much have I got? 40 seconds? Okay. Clip Clefable, Mammoth Choice Banded. Okay, we could take a lot from an Earthquake, but I think we can also chunk you super hard, so let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, he's probably thinking something similar to us, that like, wow, that took more than well, actually, no, that's right. Oh, that is so close. Oh, that is so close. Okay, this thing is banded, so we're just gonna go into, Buffon. Oh my gosh, that thing is so close to dead. I knew we would live, and I thought we would hit them really hard, but I didn't know how much damage we were gonna deal. Yeah, they stayed in for another Earthquake. Okay. Do you give this to me? I don't think you do. What do you switch to? I think you switch to... I'm gonna go for Elite Seed. If they stay in. I don't think they do. If they stay in. Yeah, they don't stay in. Yeah, we can get this on the Zapdos. It's gonna take another round of chip from the... Yeah, it's gonna take another round of chip from that. And I think we're just gonna bring in... Like, I think they go for Defog. Would they try to go for a damage move here? I don't think so. And I think this is a good chance for us to bring in Raikou. I'm kind of expecting Defog right here. We'll get a little bit of health back from Leech Seed. Yeah, Defog makes sense. And... at this point, so I could go for if I go for Scald, can I KO this? I don't think so. I think it would be close. Well, okay, if they stay in, right? Yeah, if they stay in, then I think they take this and then they die to... Okay, what do you go for this time? Drip Jet. What is that? Oh, okay. Okay, so at this point, we want to go into our... I think we go Makalele. This may end up being a sack. We'll see if they what kind of move they went for. But I know we want to keep Raikou healthy. Thunderbolt, okay. Okay, and that's the first KO of the game. Unfortunate to... Oops, that's not the right one. That one. Unfortunate to lose that, but I think we're still in a pretty good spot. So let's see, Latios. Because we've got a lot of really strong chip damage out on Zapdos and on Mamoswine. So we want to make sure that we don't allow them the opportunity to get a switch in on a Wish into the Zapdos or on the Mamoswine. Yeah, I expect that to switch. Glissy. What is this? Oh. Okay. Don't do too much to you. This is one of those really hard points in the game because I'm not sure what kind of set they are. I think allowing our Clefable to take so much damage might have been a mistake. So we're going to go in. We're going to try to Thunder Wave this. If they're Shadow Ball, I believe we can take a hit. Your leftovers. Okay, that makes me think that you are sub. So we're just not going to let you have that. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna break down this sub. If we aren't able to break this sub, like, I'm gonna be real sad. We should be able to, right? Okay. Like, if we weren't able to for some reason, okay, could they be disabled now? Okay, I think if they're disabled, which would be really sad, I think at this point, now we go for a Thunder Wave. If they try to sub again, that would be real unfortunate. But I know that this set exists out there. Ooh, we get a free Thunder Wave on something? Who do we get it on? Okay. Okay, so now's the point where we don't want to allow them to get a free wish off, right? I don't know if I can necessarily pressure them enough with this Mon to be able to stop that from happening. So I'm going to look to teleport out here, and we'll get into something that can hit harder. Okay, that's awesome for us. That's the reason we bring Thunder Waves, right? For paralysis and to slow their speed, so that's the point. So we're going to go into Costa here. I wonder if there was a case to be made to go for Clefable. This might have been the wrong choice, actually, because if I went for Clefable, then I could have... yeah, if I went for Clefable, then I could have gotten a Moonlight off, I think. And then I would have gotten that up to being more healthy. That might have been the wrong call. Yeah, I think that might have been the wrong call. But I think we're just going to get some Scalds off. Just look to stop them from allowing Mammoth Spine to come in, right? I think... God, that's some really good damage. Toxic. Oh no, that is not what we wanted on this. Okay. That's mad unfortunate. Okay, that makes me think I want to switch in Clefable now. I don't think we die to a knockoff. And Toxic isn't going to do anything. Yeah, so I think we made a mistake there on bringing in the Raikou in the first place. We could have like doubled out into the Clefable, but I don't know if that was the right call either. Yeah, I don't know if that was the right call either. I think it's like we just shouldn't have brought our Raikou in at all. I think we should have brought in Clefable on the teleport. So we'll see if they go for a switch also. If they do, we might have to do a double. Yeah. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to see either. Okay, so now, oh, we can't bring this in, right, because of the Thunderbolt? Can we take some damage on this? This is a tough spot to be in, actually. I think we bring in Raikou to take a Thunderbolt. Or like a Psyshock maybe. What do they bring in? So they do for Thunderbolt, okay. So we're not going to take too much damage from this. I think at this point I want to go for a Volt Switch. I think that I think the Audino comes in, and I want to switch in. So we're going to try to go for that play that we should have gone for like a turn or two ago to bring in our Clefable and see if we can get a Moonlight off. If they stay in, that would be unfortunate. I don't think that they would. Yeah, I don't think they would. Oh my gosh. What a play. Are you kidding me? Okay, so you're going to switch out. What do you double into? You double into Zapdos, right? Makes me think that you're specs on that. Would you go for an Earthquake here? There's no way, right? I think we have to go Celesteela. Like, we can't risk something else. To block that, oh man. That was a play. That was a really ballsy play. That was a very ballsy play. Wait, you didn't take Stealth Rock, right? Are you Boots? Wait a second. Oh no, that's right. They got rid of Stealth Rock. Do we take another hit for that? I was not looking at how much health that dealt. Oh, I wish I'd been looking at that. Okay, I know if this is banded, then it deals like about 50%. I don't think I can take another one of these. And I think this is banded, so we need to go... Yeah, just based on that damage. This should be banded. We're going to go Cinderace. If it's not banded, I'm going to be real sad. This might be a bad call, too. Yeah. There was the other option of, like, giving them Celesteela, which I don't think was the right call either. But we'll go for a U-turn here. This will pick up this KO if they decide to stay in. It'll also hit whatever decides to come in really hard. This has been a good game so far. I think I've made, like, I can think of 2 mistakes I think that I've made so far. Yeah, I think they know I'm going for a U-turn here. That doesn't deal very much damage. We are going to bring Raikou in. We'll take some toxic damage, unfortunately. But this time we are going to go for a Scald. Don't want them to block our Volt Switch. God, this is taking so much damage. And we also want to be able to hit the Audino. In case they think we might go for like a Shadow Ball. We should be able to pick up this KO Scald, I think. If we don't, oh man, if we don't, we might just lose right here, honestly. Like if we Scald, they live and they roost, like that might be game over. But we can't go for the Volt Switch. Like it's we can't allow the Mammoth to block our switch. So we'll go for a Scald. Does that get the KO? Ah, yes it does. So good. Okay. So Raikou picks up a KO. So an interesting question now is... Oh, okay. I don't particularly want to give you this. I also don't want to take a lot of damage on something else, though. I also don't want you to sub up. Aye. We're in a bad spot. I think Henderson's the answer. God, we've taken so much chip on stuff. Okay, there's the sub. We'll go for a Shadow Ball. Okay, yeah, it's the Will-O-Wisp Hex subset. So one question I have is, will I live a Hex on this next turn? If I do... God, if I do, that would be absolutely huge. Yeah, if I could live a Hex, that would be massive. They could also just kind of like sit here and allow the burn to wear us down. But I think that they... Well, I don't know. So you lose 25% from sub, and then you gain, was it like 6%? So they'd be losing 25 to take Or sorry, they'd be losing 25, gaining 12, right? Because they would heal up after the sub, and then heal up on the next turn. I don't know. I think we can wear this down before they wear us down. I'm gonna hope. Maybe the math checks out. Maybe the math checks out. Either way, wearing this down I think is the right call for us. It makes sense for them to switch. Okay, this should be audio now. Yeah. And do I want a hard switch? Do I want a hard switch? I don't think I want a hard switch. I want to teleport. I could take a knockoff here. They could get a wish up. But I think I want to go into... Maybe this is an opportunity for us to go into the Clefable. We'll do the play that we should have done a couple of turns ago and get a Moonlight off to get that thing back up and healthy again. They don't have their defogger. Oh, they don't have their defogger. If I could Moonlight, then Rocks, I think the Mamoswine becomes useless, right? That becomes a sack. Unless Latios is carrying defog. I don't think it would be, though. So we're going to get some health back. Okay. So I think we lose something here, unfortunately. Like, I'm going to get this health back. But it would die to an Earthquake, and I don't want to lose this Pokemon. And I think that if we take an Icicle Crash here from this Mamoswine, I think it gets the kill on the Celestia, but I think we have to give them this. And then we bring in like a Cinderace. And we'll U-turn to get this KO, unless they decide to keep it. Yeah, so we give them this in order to get some more swapping around. We just allowed ourselves to get to a point where okay, so let's go. So we go Cinderace, and we go U-turn. Yeah, we just allowed ourselves to take too much damage on the Celesteela. If I could KO this, what do I want to go into? If I KO this, what do I go into? Do you decide to keep this? I don't think you do. You do. Okay, we're going to go back into Clefable, and we'll get up Rocks. You are going to try to keep it. Okay. Because if we can get up Rocks, then I don't know how that interaction works. I think they take damage on the switch in, though, right? And I'm looking at this, and we brought Moonlight on Clefable, which only has 8 uses. It also gets Soft-Boiled. We probably should have brought Soft-Boiled. So if you're if you're looking in the if you're in the thinking about the comment section after this, remind you go back into that. Oh my gosh, why didn't I just go for a Moonlight? Or not Moonlight, the God, do I have to give them something else now? I did not think about what if they just switched into this. I don't think I can give them this. The Raiku's probably the expendable one at this point, just because of how much damage it's taken and being poisoned. But I don't think I can let the Slowking take more damage. Yeah, because they have free Earthquakes at this point. Yeah. Yeah. So looking at this again. So we've lost Raikou. I think it's still the right call for us to just U-turn, though. We are starting to run out of options, though. Okay, they do allow us to have this now. So Ace KO'd Memo. God, that Pokemon was so scary. Oh, man, it was part of our intro, too. Mamoswine is scary. It was true. Okay, what do we go for now? So those are the options they have left. This could be an option. This could also be an option. This is probably our better option. This is probably our better option. Can I get to the point where Clefable can clean this out? I don't know. Can Clefable win this? That's right, we did get Stealth Rock up. Which is probably why they decided to sack the Mamoswine at that point. I mean, we hit it. We just hit it. We can't take 2 hits from it, so we just have to hit it. But I'm just wondering, how does this actually play out? Because I think this thing it's either Specs or Scarf. I think it's Specs, but I'm not sure about that. I think we take this. Oh my god, we live on 2 Clefable, you beast! Oh my god, get this KO! Get this KO! Oh yeah, get a Clefable. Ooh, we live on 2! Oh my god. Oh my, what a hit. What a hit. What a god of a Pokemon. I've been not feeling Clefable very much over this. Yeah, except the thing is, like, we're not letting you get up sub. Like, you're gonna have to kill me. You're gonna have to kill me. No sub for you. Oh, they ran out of time? Oh no, they ran out of time. Oh my god, they ran out of time. What? I wasn't even looking. Oh my gosh. Well, we came in with a game plan. We executed our game plan. We like, oh man, I want to go back and look at this to see how much time did we have compared to how much time they had, because I wasn't even paying attention to that. Like, I came into this with a game plan for what I wanted to do for each Pokemon. Yeah, I had a game plan for what I wanted to do with each Pokemon, so I knew what I wanted to click going in compared to whatever they decided to bring. The only kind of wrench they had was the Audino. That threw us a little bit for a loop. Instead of having, I don't even remember what we thought they would have. Actually, let's take a look. That's right, we thought they would have the Silvally. So having the Audino, I think actually that Audino put in a lot of work for them. But that's part of the playing around timer, right? Is knowing what your game plan is going into the game, and that way, like, you spend less time like either calcing or like checking who you want to switch to, or like some indecisiveness. Like, I know we had a couple times, I think we calced to see if we could live from the Mamoswine hit. That was an important calculation we did, but after that, we didn't really calc for anything. God, what a game, though. That was so close at the end. Like, what did we have left over at the end there? It was 3 Pokemon to 3 Pokemon. I don't know if we would have won that game, to be completely honest with you. I have no idea if we would have won that game. It was a really close one. if they hexed us, then they get the Clefable kill, and then I'm not gonna try to play it out. There's a lot of factors that go into a Pokemon game, right? But God, what a fantastic game! If you want to see more fantastic games like that from any of our leagues, either it's singles or it's VGC doubles, like and subscribe for some more Draft League content. We will be back next week with I think it's the finals match. This is a pretty small league, so there's just a playoff round 1, which is a semis, and then up against the finals. I believe, let me check. I think we play against, because I think that game already happened. Yeah, we're going to be up against the Middle Village Pidovs. Remember the, what is that Pokemon? The Garchomp sweep on us. And we made some misplays during that game, and they just had set up central. So if you want to see that game next week, like and subscribe to come out for some more Draft League singles content. Whoo, what a game. This is sweet. Anyway, we'll check you out next time.